So
we will be more breathing, but we'll work on the chakra today.
Yes, about that as well. For the beginning, so we talk for like 20 minutes, sometimes half an hour, any topics that is relevant now for you guys. We don't prepare what we need to talk about, it just comes as we talk. So it's streamed online, so on Facebook and YouTube with this little camera here that nobody sees, it's just here. And the session is streamed online from our students abroad with the camera above there. So only the both of you will be on the camera normally. Are you fine with it? Yeah. It's private, it's like it's on private platform.
Yeah, sure.
So that's how it works. So we'll do a talk and then we'll dive into the session. We will finish at 9:30 as we start a bit late, maybe like 9:40. Are you all comfortable with 9:40? 9:40, yes, okay?
Yeah, to finish by
9:40, yes, okay. Yeah. So we'll finish around 9:40 as we start late. Nice, Anfal. Hi, Anfal. It's so feminine tonight. All the gorgeous in the place.
I am in between, don't worry. I'm very balanced, I have both of them.
So we'll dive. So we were just discussing of doing breathing exercise to open. There's like something to do with breathing today. So breathing, we both received it without discussing. So it means that it's very present. Breathing and a bit of channel opening. Not sure about movements, but at least so you can prepare your physical body to receive and to release whatever has been stuck the last couple of days or during the day. And then we'll dive into the heart resonance, connecting to the heart, connecting to your vortex, opening your vortex, connecting to wherever it feels relevant to you. You are not obliged to understand whatever we say and we talk about. We are online. Perfect.
Yes.
Love, greetings to your heart, beautiful soul. You are in the middle of the talk.
We are online, just 10 minutes.
Yes. So we are briefing with the session, and then we'll give the talk of the day. So as I was saying, and then we'll go with the heart connection, heart opening, vortex opening, and we will work through the chakra, the 5-dimensional chakra as well. It's fine if you don't understand any words, if you don't follow, just dive into the energy and allow to embrace it. Your mind doesn't need to be present, your conscious mind, only your heart, just allow your heart space to open, to vibrate and to connect with what is being shared. The most important is for you to experience, not to understand. So experience what is happening. If you don't experience anything, it's fine as well. Just observe the sensations, which is already experiencing something, by the way. But just observe what you sense, or what you don't sense, or what you think you don't sense, or what you think you sense with your physical senses, but also open it to your extrasensory senses. So your inner vision, your clairaudience, claircognizance, maybe it can come. And it's already there, but sometimes we think it's something very big that we believe that yes, but clairvoyance means that you see things with your physical eyes, you see auras. No, clairvoyance is also like being able to bring all your imagination to the surface and activating it like an inner dream, a trance state, a dream state, and you're able to visualize in your inner eyes without your eyes open. This is clairvoyance. Though there are many aspects in your channel, so just observe and feel and sense what is present in the room. We are not letting you sleep. If you really need to sleep, then fall asleep. But we need your consciousness focus present into the room so you can embody it and activate it through you. Okay, it's very, very good to say stories. That, for example, we watched a movie last week. I'm going to tell you about the story. Super, but you haven't seen it. What's the point? So it's better for you to experience the movie, to go to the movie, right? So you are in the movie now today. So experience it. Don't close. Close your eyes, but allow yourself to see through it, to see through the form, to see through the shapes. Please don't. Only hear all words with your 3D mind, because it will be like telling the movie without seeing it. Okay? So that's basically what will happen, and then we will keep at the end a couple of minutes to debrief. If you are not comfortable of talking at the end, it's perfectly fine. There is no obligation to talk, to share, to ask questions. Are you all living in Dubai? Except you and Fania. Yeah? All living? Okay, cool. Alright, so that was the introduction. Any questions so far? for the introduction? Looks exciting? Yes. Alright, so just allowed to travel in that sense.
So yes,
What do you want to discuss?
we've been receiving to do more breathing
Yes.
and more about the chakras. And for today also, because we have a lot of Egyptian, and we were talking about the Egypt retreat. And specifically, when we're talking about Egyptian, we're talking mainly about the wisdom of the ancient Egypt, on the days where the energy and the people working with the energy, with the pyramids and all the sacred side, and all the wise, at that time they called them the priests and priestess, and some of them they called them gods and goddesses. At that time they used to work with the stars and the earth and the sun. So those are understanding that your energy and your physical body connect with more energy than you can perceive through the 3D mind. The energy of the earth, energy of the sun, energy of the stars. That's why the pyramids all align in certain way in the constellation in the stars. And they can go further if you dig a little bit more, understand about the ancient Egypt, about the wisdom and the cosmic energy of the whole universe. They used to also connect even beyond in the heart of the galaxy. They have a lot of wisdom, I would say, maybe lost in today's days. But yet it's still coming. So, and people remembering, that's why people are more into...
Can you open?
Yes, close. That's why people right now are more awakened, and we have the shift that people understand that we have energy and we have connection and we are reconnecting ourselves back with the universe, that we are always connected, but we have forgotten with all the limitation of the mind and the society and I would say old science. Now the new science of the quantum physics, it revealed how much everything is connected, how much everything is actually not in only 3D dimension, is way beyond. We're doing soon the school of guiding many understanding of how in the quantum physics they explain about the consciousness, and the consciousness is actually the main ingredient of all reality, not physical reality. So in a way, I'm going to share and do those stuff in videos. In a way, reality happens when there is consciousness, not the opposite. When you recognize that you are a consciousness, you actually a main participant on how reality actually happens. Reality actually in the quantum physics, if you want to go there and deep on the research, reality might not happen if there is no consciousness. That's how they went further, and they discover even that the subatomic molecules, they're immediately be affected by any consciousness observing them. So that means there is a direct connection between a consciousness and how reality reorganized. So, and of course, in that sense, we go further that Earth has consciousness, Sun has consciousness, stars has consciousness, everything has consciousness. And then we realize that we never disconnected, and that's the next level of understanding. So we have another guest, but...
Are you doing anything for the eclipse?
The coming eclipse?
On the 13th?
Mathilde, she's specialized in those stuff.
The energy coming forth are a lot about balancing the masculine and the feminine energies, but I feel like a divine union or twin flame. I'm just putting the pillows. So it feels like it's a lot about balancing the polarities. And we are not going to do anything, but what we work on the Monday nights is post-planetary alignment or pre-alignment or eclipse or solstice and so on and so forth. So those energies are not coming on the D-Day. They're being prepared before, like at least a week, 2 weeks before, sometimes a couple of days. So right now we are preparing the August portal. I don't know if you have noticed, since 10 days now. So the August portal is getting prepared, and it's now opening. So I don't know if you have felt it in your energies and the work on meditation. So it's for us it's difficult to stick on one day, because most of the time we receive the energy before like 3 days or 1 week or 2 weeks before. It doesn't come on the same date. So we are able to work with this in a Monday before the actual eclipse or solstice. So even if we don't pronounce it, this is the energy that comes from the galactic central sun. And the channeling that happens during the Monday session, they are not by chance. So they are preparing what is coming ahead, what you're already feeling. They are only like sometimes peaks in energies. So it's better to be prepared before than stepping into a portal and like, I'm ready. No, you should have been ready or prepared like days before, so you can really, really enjoy what's happening at the peak. Because for example, the very basic one, moons, full moons or new moons, they're not happening the energy like at 3:55 p.m. No, it's like 3 days before and 3 days after. So you get prepared before, so you are fully ready to dive into the energy of this cycle without too much difficulties sometimes with the emotions and cycles or inner cycles. So of course, but no, to answer your questions, we are not going to do a specific thing for the 13th. I think it's 13th, right? Yeah. No. But we let's see if next Monday we will dive into it. Maybe it will be very strong at that time. Let's see. But thank you for asking. If you on the 8th we'll do something. On the 8th of August.
Yeah, what is the August portal? What is the August portal?
The Lion Gate.
The Lion's Gate is the Sirius star aligning with the Giza pyramid and bringing forth all the new energy for the year. Also the Ascension energy and the remembering of Golden Age. So each year is different. The dates are the same. It's just like each year we upgrade our energy and the frequencies, and it's coming through that portal. So we are bathing into it, and it's starting to open now.
So imagine when we have the New Year. The New Year is actually when we circulate around the sun. So it's a new beginning, let's say, that's what our symbol means, of our circulating around the sun, and we consider it as a new cycle of life. The 8/8 will be a new year of a spiritual year around the Sirius. So Star Sirius being present in all the tradition, almost all the religion, they always know that the connection with the Star Sirius is a very spiritual connection. And a lot of beings, a lot of conscious, a lot of master actually came from Sirius to the earth and taught and teach and so on. So when we circulate, we do this 8/8 Lion Gate, is actually as if we are doing a new year, but a spiritual new year with a connection with the Star Sirius.
So everything is open for some star consciousness and galactic families to shower the earth with
high spiritual
energy like plasma waves and cause. So that's happening on the 8th.
And what does this have to do with the Giza pyramids?
Because it goes through the portal, the Sirius
So
is aligned at that time, the only time of the year, aligned with the apex of the pyramid, and it's coming through.
So you need to understand.
Or aligned top or from the king chamber.
Most of our story on Earth, that is miraculous, or somehow we didn't know that how that human at that time done it. They've done it with the help. That's why. So the pyramid, definitely we didn't do it by ourselves. We got some help. And most of the story of the pyramids in ancient Egypt talks about the being who's connecting with the star Sirius, where all the wisdom comes through. And some of them taught them writing, mathematics, spiritual understanding, cosmic understanding, all those deep knowledge that was out of sudden available. That means we got some help. So the pyramid and many other sites also around the world connect with Sirius. So those beings who came and joined, or some of them are channeled only. They didn't actually literally came. Some of them just channeled. They receive a guidance. They give them a lot of wisdom at that time. And when they start building those sites, sacred sites, they start connecting it with a certain constellation. One of them is Sirius, some other like Orion belt, because they know that sacred geometry actually transmute energy. It's a spiritual technology devices. It's not just building.
So
You know what I mean?
the aim, how sacred geometry works is the light and the sounds can be translated through as well sacred geometry, or sacred geometry has a frequency, has a light, has a sound. So when you, for example, in church, temples, pyramids, or any sacred geometry places, that physical places, when you enter those places, your proximity, you feel your a specific vibration. You're like, oh, I feel better, I feel good, I feel connected, I feel something. You don't need to be spiritual. You just feel suddenly something different, because it's based and created upon sacred geometry. And this sacred geometry whole code that your subconscious is able to grasp, and your cells get recalibration through those sacred geometry that is being used for buildings. Now, for the case of Giza Pyramid, there is a vortex. It's one of the strongest vortex of energy on Earth, obviously. So when it gets those energy,
Alignment.
those alignments, especially
like
with portals,
powerful
it
energy.
holds it and distributes it around the planet Earth.
It's
Yeah.
connecting with the grid of the Earth.
And there's like huge machinery actually under the pyramids.
You can see it like how the body, because as above so below, how the body we have like third eye and we get energy here, and the heart we get energy, and then we have sexual energy, feed energy from the earth and so on. Imagine the earth has those spots and there is channels, and one of them is pyramids. They haven't done them just randomly. They know where they place it exactly, how to put it. If you study some documentary talking about how precise they are, it's literally someone told them the exact measurement for it, and they are already connected in certain time, certain things, certain time in the day. The light comes in certain way and they go in certain way. It's very precise. That means
So
they are doing something. It's not random.
If you look at Mexico, Brazil, Egypt, and other sites, they have the same alignments. This it has never been new. It has always been there. Of course, you can have your own research and you will see how amazing it is and how powerful it is as well. And if you connect astrally, so if you connect with you can actually project yourself in the chamber of the pyramid and have healing there. You can bring your consciousness focus there. So if you can do astral projection, yeah, perfect. If you do bring just your consciousness, you have many chambers and healing chambers on the astral level in the pyramid that you can use to connect with consciousness, to connect with galactic families, to connect with constellation, and to connect with different beings, so you can receive healing as well, or upgrades. The same way that the pyramids, some are physical, some are underwater, and some are in blueprint, so they are not physical. And they are all over the planet Earth, and they hold like a grid here. We use pyramid because they receive pyramid, and they receive the energy and dispatch it.
And
the apex,
they sustain a vortex.
The apex goes through the soil through the Earth, the same way that you have your diamond shape that we're going to use today as well. Your octahedron or tetrahedron, your MerKaBa, is the same. You have an apex up and apex down. And it circulates the energy. Only the pyramid, they have usually like machinery, like either it's artifacts or proper like
big crystals,
wheel, or a system to bring electricity in and out as electric device, and you can use it. So they use it to bring it into the earth and to collect the energy from the earth as well. Yeah, it's like full IT techie.
Yes, and another things, if you've been with us a couple of times when we're doing third eye activation or intensive, we use the same sacred geometry inside our system. So you have it as a diamond light code that you always activate, the diamond around us, and you have apex below and above, and you are inside the diamond light body, and you have inside the third eye same triangles, pyramid, and rotating, and you have the heart, sacred geometry, and you have also below you have the cubes. So all those are sacred geometry. They are actually structured inside your light body. And also while we're doing the school, we're going to start soon, we're going to show you that the sacred geometry, those 5 platonic solid, the famous 5 platonic, which is pyramid, diamond, sphere, cube, octahedron, and many 5. They are 5. They are actually the basis of all the structure of how life race structure itself, or birth. So the child, for example, the fetus, before it starts, it goes into sacred geometry to become 64, and it takes literally the shape of sacred geometry while it's developing. And once you see this, and you see even in the universe, when nebula and those they give the same shapes also, then you understand that mean there is a mathematic behind all those structure. We didn't see it in the 3D unless we start having some tools to discover that this sacred geometry available everywhere, and then you know that's also inside you and outside you, and then you start working on it. One of the most powerful technique to awaken the third eye is visualize triangle. Blue triangle, this is one of the famous everywhere. Wherever you go, it's like triangle, black triangle, and visualize and project, and then it turns to pyramid. And you see pyramid spinning. What's happening? Because you are made of sacred geometry also. So of course the diamond light code is one of the most stable, powerful light body that we've been receiving 1 year ago, 2 years, 1 year, 2 years ago, yeah. And every time we do the diamond light, and with the diamond light code that we receive and we start activating with people, we start receiving the light code and the light language and all that we share, all because we activate that light body. So this is in shell all the story. So there is a lot. We need to open up our perception about the 3D and go beyond that. Then we remember that we can manifest with the universe. We co-create with the universe. Once you know, I would say, the basis structure of how the universe actually happens. Consciousness, sacred geometry, vibration, sound is vibration also, energy channeling, all these, then you are part of the universe and you create.
Going beyond the structure, the physical structure, there's no matter, it's only vibration, so the universe is us. It's inside us already.
That's
so just see, it's another level of understanding, like everything is vibration. At the core of yourself is vibration. The universe is vibration. Therefore, you are the universe.
Exactly.
So, this is like another topic.
Yeah, a long topic. But
want to know more about that? Come to the sound level 1 and 2.
Yes.
Alright, shall we stop?
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank
Guys,
you,
bye-bye.
See
Thank
you
you
the
very
next
much.
time.